All right. Welcome back. Most of our nobles are currently settling in for the night. All but Vael, who is currently in Varric's study. Varric had just pulled out a bottle of wine. The two of you have kind of been discussing a mutual thorn in your side in way of a man named Sander who has been causing Bill some trouble in Ashendar. I think you guys are maybe like a couple glasses in. I know that you drank a lot before you even came into this room to begin with. And Varric is he was curious about your likening the ley line to, and also Nyra's little shard of glass that she had told a story about, to kind of like an arcane focus of sorts, I think is what you were getting at.
Yes.
And so Varric is, he just kind of swirls his glass of wine and he's looking into it. Is this these ley lines? Are these things that would best be avoided on the battlefield? It seems as though it's possible that they may be setting up encampments around these areas that they're studying in. Do you think that it would be foolish of me to send in men to where they're more equipped with this sort of thing?
Potentially, yes. I unfortunately don't know what it is they're planning to do with these ley lines just yet, but much like the veins that carry magical blood through my body, these ley lines are the magical lifeblood of this world. It's raw, untapped power of the weave itself. If they truly have a way to harness it into a weapon, then I fear there are a few who would stand against it and survive.
If you liken them to something like the veins in your body, wouldn't cutting them or manipulating them cause issues for the rest of the lines that they're connected to?
Potentially, yes. That's actually one of my greatest concerns. If you were to slice open one of my veins, it would be an annoyance, but it wouldn't kill me. But I would be able to deal with whatever cut me. And I fear the world might try to do the same. They're cutting into the ley lines in our land.
So you're worried about potential backlash from the earth itself?
Yes, more or less.
Our plan is to head into their seemingly largest encampment, although there was already one that you guys told us about that we weren't aware of. So who knows? I suppose the better strategy would be to draw them out to where we would be more on even turf with them then.
Potentially, yes. After all, they're probably well fortified there as well. It does make things potentially more dangerous. How you draw them out in our territory, I'm not quite sure.
That's going to be a challenge, especially because we don't have as much magical teaching as they do. Though I'm sure that my father could figure something out. The strategy part is more his thing.
You're doing well so far.
As are you. I'm really impressed with everything that you've managed to do in the last 10 years since you've resurfaced.
I have big shoes to fill. I know you understand that feeling.
Mine are still parading around in front of me every day, reminding me that I don't yet fill them, though.
And I don't have that option. There's no one left to pick up the slack for me.
Which I guess makes it difficult for you to continue to move things in the direction of your favor when you're, say, doing an extremely huge favor for your country that nobody can know about.
You're not wrong there. Things are on hold, as it were, for the time being. Lyria will keep things running at least, but without me constantly putting pressure on the other noble families, I fear we'll never get this coast-to-coast trade line going.
I think I may have something, a bit of a thank you, so to speak. It's temporary, but that may be all that you need right now.
Well, you have my attention.
It's of my understanding that you've been trying to get a foot in to Drados, and it's been a challenge for you.
Yes, I get very few returns from mail sent that way, and when I do, it's usually not pleasant.
They are a stubborn people, but not entirely unreasonable. You are after some of their finer exports.
Well, yes, I think that we could be sort of the hub for the western and the eastern continents. We could move things through Hedgarath and imports from there and exports from the west out through there. They would benefit as much as anyone else, if not more.
I know that Naomi's not the warmest person to deal with. She has it in her head that the rest of Hedgarath is set in their old thinking of the history of Drados and hasn't yet realized that we've moved into a more open-minded direction. So here was what I was thinking. I really don't want to have to deal with Xander as the representative of Ashendar, if I can help it. So I have been able to talk them into a very limited time trade that will go through House Saveth to Ashendar for some of their wines from the Ashen Fields, which I hope would maybe make you look a little bit more involved during your absence.
That would be greatly appreciated. In fact, that would really cement me as the leadership for the western edge of the continent. Not only that, it will open up trade opportunities for outside nations. I don't know what to say to you, my lord. Thank you.
Again, this was my way of saying thank you. I owe all of you something. And this was at least one thing that I could deal with directly.
Vael gets up and walks across the room and tinks the bottom of his glass against Vixx. You don't owe me anything. We're both just men doing what we believe is right, protecting our home.
He takes a moment before, like, he looks at his glass. He does, like, clink yours back, but he looks into his again just for a moment, and there's, like, a sort of lingering as he says, that doesn't mean that we can't enjoy ourselves with everything going on.
Agreed. If you don't take a moment to enjoy the finer things in life, then what are you living for?
Varric is going to kind of gesture to a chair that is closer to him. Well, let's enjoy the finer things then.
Couldn't agree more. Vael sits next to him.
And you guys continue to finish the rest of the bottle in each other's company for the evening. And we will kind of fade back into the morning. How early do all of you tend to get up if you are in the comfort of a home and not being woken up by cows?
I'm going to get up early and go find Vael because we have to go by the Sisterhood before we all head out on this mission.
All right. Where are you looking?
Well, I'm going to start at his room.
Yeah, you find the door closed and locked.
I'll knock.
One moment. You hear some shuffling about inside. He comes to the door with just a sheet wrapped around his waist.
Well, that's certainly a bold fashion choice, but I don't think it's going to pass at the Sisterhood.
Apologies. I not so much a morning person.
I'll give you just a minute then, but don't take too long.
Of course. And he closes the door and gets properly ready. Doesn't take too long. A few minutes, and he's dressed and ready
Especially
to go.
when you're only in like half a shirt, you know?
It's very easy to put on. It's very loose, very flowing.
Where did you leave Chinook? Did you leave Chinook with the horses, or is Chinook like wandering around in here?
Oh, he's with Vael everywhere he goes.
I was going to say, he's the real other person in the bed.
But yeah, he's there. I didn't mention he would have been barking. But yeah, he gets ready and joins Alina in the hallway.
Raelynn, Leif, Nyra, what are you guys up to?
I think Leif would be up pretty early and probably looking for a member of the house staff if such a person was about.
Yep. You would see they only have one person in the private estate at this time of day. They're like they're fancy, but they're kind of like hard workers. They don't really have people waiting on them hand and foot. But you see like a very pale-skinned halfling woman with curly red hair, brown eyes. She's dressed in very like homely sort of clothing, but very much the like Saveth sort of like light gray blue color palette scheme going on. And she's carrying like a tray with tea and an empty cup on it.
Hey. Excuse me, miss.
Oh, she looks around. I wish they would tell me when we have guests.
Apologies for the surprise then. Might I request that you see that Lady Raelynn gets this, and I'll hand to her a freshly laundered coin purse with a small note inside of it.
Oh, she's probably... Oh, actually, yes, I can do that.
Thank you. And I'm going to go, like, sit in a courtyard or something.
Like around the private residence, or like at the front?
Around the private residence.
Okay. Yeah, you find the dining hall kind of, you would have seen something leading out to the back where it was kind of covered in their garden continues on past the front of the house to the back and is quite beautiful to sit in the morning. Very peaceful. However, as soon as you go outside, you do hear the sounds of like just the busyness of town. You were warned that they would probably have their hands full this morning at the Great Manor.
I think that's most of Leif's morning.
Okay. Raelynn, then you wake up to, or maybe you're already up, but you do very early get a knock at the door, and there is one of the rotation house staff, Lila, halfling, standing at your door. She looks a little bit sorry if you look like you've just woken up.
Raelynn's usually up very early in the morning, just making sure everything's set to go. She will open the door. Oh, Layla, how can I help you this morning?
Well, I didn't catch their name. Someone's staying here, and she like holds up the coin purse to you. Told me to give this to you, and then they kind of wandered off somewhere in the house.
She's just like, look at Layla for what?
Should I be worried about that?
No, everyone here we know about, so we should be okay. Tall?
Very. Especially compared to me.
Yes. I know exactly who. Don't worry about it. Thank you.
She seems very curious, but then pivots on her foot and turns away, and her curls are like bouncing as she leaves.
She'll like, I guess, look in the coin. Like, does it feel like there's coins in it?
No, but it feels like there's a piece of paper inside of it. I don't have any money.
I guess she'll open it up and see what's inside.
Just a piece of paper it just says sorry on it and nothing else.
You'll get one of those every 3 days.
She'll like chuckle a bit to herself and just keep the little paper inside the pouch and close it, and she'll like put it with the rest of her stuff she'll carry with her. And then she will go back to her desk, grab the little trinket that Garrick had given her the evening before, open up the coin purse and put that in that empty coin purse for safekeeping. And then she'll take her stuff and probably head towards the stables just to make sure that her horse is brushed and fed, and she'll look after everyone else's horses just in case, make sure they're ready to go for the trek.
All right. I imagine then you guys are all up then fairly early, as I imagine Nyra kind of gets up with the sun each day.
Yeah.
Nyra does get up before the sunrise to do her morning prayers. And then she's probably down in the stalls getting her donkey ready.
So, you guys, I think Nyra's probably there first, but Raelynn, not too long after you meet up. But you guys kind of go about your morning routines. Is there anything that anyone wants to do before Alina heads off to the sisterhood? All right. Well, Alina, Vael, Chinook, you head out to the stables. Your horses are already taken care of for you. Very, they all look ready to go. And is there anything that you would like to chat about on your way, or?
Yeah, at some point I am going to side-eye Vael and go, so is there a particular Saveth, or is that more of a blanket aspiration?
I'm not sure what you mean, he says as he's cutting bits of meat out of his dry rations and tossing them down for Chinook.
I don't think I didn't catch you in Lady Eris last night.
Well, yes, I have mentioned to her a couple of times that I felt a bond between our families would help unify the nation.
So again, I ask, do you have your eye on a particular one?
I would trust Lady Saveth's judgment. Why? Is there one that you've been chasing after that I should know about?
No, I was just curious. I know which one makes the most sense politically. Well, the political advantage to wouldn't hit you in the face every time she saw you. Dichotomy.
Do tell.
Let's see if you can figure it out, Vael. How politically savvy are you?
Come this far.
So what would your choice be?
My choice is and was to trust Lady Saveth's judgment.
Never the politician.
That is
I am curious about your opinion.
Well, whatever your heart may want, needing an heir and one of the Saveth cousins being an heir himself takes him off the table.
Interesting.
Feeling, what's your cousin's name? I don't have the Google Doc pulled up.
Sonia or Varric?
Sonia. Thank you. So that leaves Sonia and our dear Raelynn.
Does it?
Why were you going to pursue Lady Eris?
If she wanted my companionship, I'd certainly offer it. She is wise and strong and beautiful.
Well, then I'll sit back as well and let you defer to her judgment.
And where do you see yourself in 10 years? Pushing out heirs or leading the sisterhood?
Well, there's been no one yet to catch my eye enough to consider participating from the sisterhood from afar, so we'll see where fate takes me.
Wise counsel.
Ever the politician, right?
One does what one must. I think we're done.
Yeah.
You guys are able to head out back into the city. Still, despite the fact that it's like kind of just waking up, you guys have gone out pretty early. Still feels very chaotic, crowded as you're moving through the streets of Frenhold towards Brenneth Abbey, the home of the Sisterhood. I think everyone at the Sisterhood is up fairly early, so as you're walking through this very well manicured passage that has like trees kind of growing over it, but trimmed just so that you can kind of walk under it without getting any leaves in your hair or anything like that. You see the odd cluster of sisters kind of clamoring together. You get looks in your direction as people point, and already the girls are like leaving little stories, but then they see that Alina is with Vael, and they very quickly pivot and turn and kind of scatter. You are able to hitch your horses at the side of the entrance and head inside the halls, where it's a little bit busier than when Alina was here last night. But it also is very spacious in here. So you're hearing a lot of distant lectures being taught. You are hearing the sound of magical pulses from other rooms in other directions. And you are hearing the clacking of heels as mothers and sisters kind of walk the halls. Alina, are you leading Vael straight to Mother Ona's office?
Mm-hmm.
You head down the same hallway that you were in just the night before, except it's a little bit more lively. There are some doors that are open here, and you can see that there are some advanced sisters having one-on-one meetings with their respective mentors. You get the odd door being shut as you guys walk past. Some are more open, and there's like a couple of sisters who are talking to a mother in the office, and you walk down the hallway towards Mother Ona's, and her door is like wide open. She's at her desk. She's writing something, and she doesn't look up at you when you guys arrive in the doorway, but she does say, "Ah, you're back."
Good morning, Mother.
Was your travel from the north well?
I want to insight check that you're back. Does it feel like that was like you're back from being here recently, or?
Go ahead and give me an insight check in the tower.
In the tower, okie doke.
There's something that feels like there was a beat there that you caught. Very similar to like any standard political dealing that you have, where it's like not totally forthcoming, but you're also not certain why it feels that way.
Fair enough.
It was a tough trip home, but I'm afraid more difficult challenges await.
She looks up and scans you. She says, well, come in, and I see you've brought a friend with you.
He couldn't seem to stay away.
It's very good to see you.
It's good to see you as well, Mother. I'm always proud of what you're doing here.
Well, I am pleased to hear that from such a generous man such as yourself.
Just doing my duty. Should I have a daughter one day, I hope that she would be able to learn the ins and outs of magic here.
We would love to mold the future generation of your line. You can see
Go ahead, finish.
You can see we've done such a fantastic job with Alina here.
Yes, she's very good at her craft.
There's definitely a very different tone to Mother Ona's voice when she's speaking privately with you, Alina. Whereas when she's speaking to the public, she's very much more like pleasant. There's a pleasant
This is her fun
cadence.
voice.
Yes. What can I do for you both?
We have a favor to ask you, Mother. We can't stay long before leaving once again. We encountered a rather curious substance in Kaldbor. Half of it is being given to... Should have read my notes better. Some Lady Saveth is giving to the temple, but I figured you and some of the other mothers here could study it, help us determine what it may be.
Well, if it is for House Saveth, and I wouldn't want to ruffle any feathers, or what is...
Here.
Kind of sits forward, postures herself to take what you're offering. Is there anything that I should know about this?
It's of great importance and of great interest to many parties. And the sooner we and, of course, the House Saveth can know what it is, the better. When you and the mothers are able to determine what it may be, you can send word to House Saveth. We won't be staying very long. We're headed out later this morning, in fact.
I hate to ask a favor, Mother Ona, but I would very much like to be included once it's discovered what the substance is. If you could have a sister send word to me, I would be grateful.
You are a very well-respected donor here. I have nothing to hide in this matter. It seems to be of House Saveth, so if they are all right with that, then I can make those arrangements.
Thank you. I suspect that I'll need the information with what we're doing for this land.
Oh, while I'm here, Mother, I did have something else to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Before we leave, since I don't know when I'll be back next, I forgot to pick up a copy of Zenli's Spells and Enchantments last time I was here. I don't happen to have a copy in here in your office I could take with me, do you?
That's a fine piece of text. I do have one, but not readily on hand. If you would allow me a moment, I can go and fetch it for you.
Of course. Thank you, Mother.
She is going to take the piece of, like the little vial that you gave to her. She weaves something in the air, and then you hear a small click, and she sets it inside of a drawer in her desk, closes it, does like the reverse of what she had just done with her hand. All right then. And she kind of stands up and excuses herself from the room. And she's gone for maybe 10 minutes or so. You hear the clack of her heels as she approaches once more. She hands you, it's not like a huge tome, but it is, it's quite thick and very well crafted, beautiful detailing on the outside. There's just arcane, but like not completed sigils on the front of the book. And she hands it over to you. That is my personal copy, so I do expect that you will return it in good condition.
I'll treat it with utmost care. I would like to flip the pages really quick and see if what I'm looking for is inside.
You do find what you are looking for.
Which is...
None of your business.
Good man, good man.
I am in the room. I can see the book, right?
It's a book of enchantments and spells. It's Emily's. You've probably heard of it before. Well-regarded tome of magic.
I don't generally study magic from books.
Right. Mr. Dragon-infused bloodline. Thank you, Mother. This will be good to have on hand during downtime. During what I imagine to be quite lengthy horse rides. Keep me from getting bored. The conversation happens to be lacking, especially.
With our company, not likely.
Mother Ona looks at Vael and is just like, return her in one piece, yes? And there's like a very
my life
light,
to do so.
there's a very light tone to her voice. She knows Alina is very capable, and so she kind of she sits at her desk, and she goes back to whatever it was that she was working on before you guys came in. She maybe writes one more word and then looks up at you both. Is there anything else?
Thank you, Mother. Appreciate your assistance.
All right. You guys head back out of the Sisterhood. You, I assume, just head straight back to the Great Manor to regroup with everybody.
Yeah.
We gotta
so
go
I
real
would-
look, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. I am keeping an eye out for suspicious behavior because
From who?
I
From
suspect-
Alina?
no. Well, yeah,
Yes.
but mostly I'm concerned about the influx of people coming into the city, and if some of them might be Savorin.
Fair enough. Give me a perception check in the tower then.
Yeah. Old tower roll.
Vael, as you are kind of scanning the crowd going through the city, you are pretty confident that you don't notice anything out of the ordinary, though you've never really encountered this sort of situation with this influx of refugees in a city either. But you don't notice anything odd. And as you're walking or riding your horse, Chinook is just friendly with like everyone after the first initial bark of seeing someone new. But doesn't give off any sort of warning to you that there's someone that you should be concerned with.
Fair enough.
You continue on and you find yourself back at the private residence, along with the other party members. It seems that Varric and Lady Eris are not around at their house at the moment. But Solus has been seen here and there. Yeah, you guys reconvene with each other at whatever point you guys choose.
Well, should we head out?
I've prepared everything I could, so I'm ready to go.
Good.
Yes,
we, all have,
as well.
we all have food and feed for the animals, everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. Let's go take down a war camp.
Yeah. You guys set out onto the road, going in like the complete opposite direction that other people seem to be going in right now, traveling against the traffic up until you get to like that T-junction near the end of the day. You would know. How long would that take you? Pull up my map here.
Once we get out of the city, I do want to read that particular passage in the book I was looking for.
Okay. You should have it in your DMs. It took you about a day to get to Olia's farm. It'll take you another half a day or so from her farm out to the area that you had the Savorin soldier mark off on the map for you. Do you plan to stay in the Khaldun Hills again overnight, or are you planning on kind of circumventing that whole area?
I think it'd be good to check in, make sure there hasn't been a second,
Just
Keep it coming along.
make sure she's not tied up in her house or something.
Yeah.
And if she is, it was consensual.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's nighttime by the time you get to Olia's farm in the Khaldun Hills. You this time are only greeted with chimney smoke instead of the weird plume of black smoke in the distance. Olia's cows are all, the ones that she had left over are kind of all fenced in now. They're not just wandering off. And you see that there is some light coming in or out from Olia's house. And the area that you had kind of covered up it's kind of still softly turned. Like you could tell something was dug there, but you wouldn't be able to know what just by looking at it. And I think as you guys approach, you do see some shadow movement in the house as Olia pokes her head out. She's a little bit vigilant at the moment about new arrivals on her farm. But are you intending to stop here?
I think so.
All
Yeah,
right.
just check in on her.
Yeah.
You are greeted by her this time as she comes out of her house. she's kind of like hunched a little bit, like making sure that you are who she thinks you are, and
It's
she
only
goes,
us again.
"Oh, did something happen with the cows?
We're just
Wait.
headed back in the similar direction.
Oh, okay.
You
It had me worried there for a moment that it wasn't a good shipment this time.
It was. Brandmere says hello.
Oh, he doesn't normally say that. Usually he just stays in the back every time I arrive there.
Maybe he just missed seeing your friendly face this time.
Oh.
Speaking of friendly faces, if you don't mind us occupying a corner of your land again, we'd figured camping in a friendly place might be better than where we're headed next.
Oh, she looks around. Sorry to you. She kind of points to Vael. This really is the only spot that I have. She still thinks that's not good enough for you.
Oh, please. I'm grateful for your accommodation, and it will do just fine. I have no complaints.
Well, you are very free to. You can also have some tea if you would like.
Thank you. I have what I need.
So do I just stay inside then, or do you need me to do anything for you all?
Don't feel like you have to play hostess.
Oh, good. I'm not very good at that.
You have no obligations. We just wanted to make sure you're safe and use your land for one more night.
Oh, not so used to all the attention first from all of you and now Brandmere too. She's just like, she seems really awkward in her skin at the moment.
You should make sure you say hi to him next time you're in town.
It could be sooner.
Oh, I was pretty certain that he hated me. Every time I come around there, he just is suddenly gone.
Maybe he's just shy.
Well, that's going to be very difficult to be friends with him then if we are both that way.
Some men just need a little push.
Why would I push him?
You're right. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go finish my tea now, which is
Just pretend like we're not here.
Yep. Have a good night.
She closes the door as you guys kind of find...
I love her so much.
Oh, yeah.
You find the spot again, and she, if any of you look in that direction, she is peeking out, and then she, like, it's very much like one of those situations.
I'll just see like a little wave if I see her.
She hasn't accounted for the fact that she's so large, and her shadow is very clearly depicting that she just moved a little bit out of the window. But you guys are free to set up camp here for the night. It's a very clear sky. It's getting pretty chilly, like you're expecting snow any day now. It is the end of the 10th of Earthrest, and is there anything that you would like to do before you go to sleep for the night?
I'll just check in with Raelynn to see if I can stay in her tent again, because I should have picked one up in town and did not.
You're always welcome to stay in my tent. It's
Thank you,
two-person
Raelynn.
tent for a reason. Raelynn's still staring at Chinook, wanting to pet this dog so bad.
Raelynn, you should just ask.
Insight check. I'll see if I notice her.
She stares at your dog all the time.
We'll make a call here based on this. Yeah.
She's pretty obvious about it.
Raelynn, if you'd like to pet Chinook, you would enjoy that.
Am I? Yeah, that would be wonderful. And she'll like go and pet Chinook, and then like get down on her knees and do the dog thing where you're like, "Who's your good boy? Who's your good
Exactly
boy?"
like the animation when you get to pet the griffin in not Inquisition Veilguard. No, Dragon Age. Yeah.
Yeah, she's just like, "Oh, I've always wanted to have a dog." You're so fortunate.
Well, all you have to do is purchase one, and then account for it being around you at all times.
And train it, and feed it, and walk it, and make sure it's okay. And
yes. The people that I bought him from, though, did the training. I really don't know how to do any of that.
So him barking, is that on command then?
Sort of, yes. He sort of works as a sentry, an extra pair of eyes and ears, at all times. Make sure that no one approaches me and I don't notice.
That's handy. He's also so cute.
He is adorable.
Thank you for letting me pet him. She'll like stand up and try and make herself be like, dang it, here we go again where I'm not being professional. If he ever like wanted to sleep in a tent, if he got too cold, he's also welcome to stay with Alina and I. I'm just saying.
Well, he likes the cold, and he likes being there for me while I'm resting.
Okay, that's fair. She's just gonna be like, I must sneak a ration to this dog later when he's not looking. You know when you like feed your friend's dog, like, and you're not supposed to? It's gonna be that.
Oh, we'll remember that, Meg. I will remember that.
Do not feed my dogs.
She just endorsed the process.
She did. Okay, Greg, Ken, thank you for that.
Raelynn's not a good person.
I beg to differ.
But yeah, she'll make sure that her tent's all set up and like nicely set for Alina to stay over, and her stuff is kind of like tucked away in her bag to the side and gives her as much room as she needs, and kind of sit out for a while.
Do you guys set up any watches as you head down for rest?
It'd
Probably
be a good
should.
idea.
Yeah.
I'll do first.
All right. Perception check in the tower for me.
How many watches are there? Do we need to do doubles?
If you're doing 2 hours each, yeah. Raelynn, where do you sit? Do you like sit for your watch? Do you like go around? Like, what do you?
She would have walked around a bit and done loops, and not only just like around the tents, but also kind of circling the house just to make sure the house is okay too.
As you are walking the perimeter of the house, you see, like, since you're on the first watch, you see that Olia's farm is a little bit higher in elevation on the rest of the farms around her, and so you have a pretty good view as the one by one, like the houses, the lights inside kind of go off for the night. Nothing really seems amiss about that. It just kind of seems like the natural time that people are going to sleep. You do notice a strange light south, very far south. Like it's a flash of blue. Very akin to like how quick you would see a bolt of lightning, except it feels like it is a beam from the ground.
Is it akin to when Leif and Raelynn threw the bodies in that thing and the light would go up?
Something. It doesn't look as it doesn't look like a burst the way it happened when you guys did it, but similar in color and like how quick it was.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out on that, especially then. And then when I wake the next person, I will make sure to point that out.
You see it once more about an hour into your watch. This was about half an hour in. And then you don't see it again for the rest of your watch. Who are you waking up?
Who is doing second?
I can.
Okay, I'll wake Alina up.
As you head back to the tent to wake Alina up, Chinook is just like it perks up and then settles down again. Bill wakes a little bit.
Good boy.
Doesn't take long before he again falls asleep. As you head to wake up Alina.
Alina, sorry to wake you. Do you mind doing second watch?
Not at all.
Let me just show you something before. If you look this way, and she'll like point in the direction. Off south, I saw 2 flashes about half an hour into my watch. Kind of similar to the light that shot up from the ground when we threw those bodies in that mine, but not quite. Maybe you could make better. I mean, we're only human. We can only do so much, but
Based on
keep
the
an eye
map,
out.
do we know that there's a Savorin something or other south of us?
It's southeast-ish. Yeah.
Okay. I will definitely keep an eye out for that.
Maybe keep track of how many times you see it.
I will.
Good night.
Roll a perception check for Alina and kind of tell me what
In the
she's
tower?
Yes.
I will also I'll walk a bit, definitely keeping an eye, even if it's just a corner of my eyes, I'll walk around to look for that flash.
Okay. You keep an eye out in the distance, and it's almost like
Can I also, since I do have the book, flip through and see if I can make any connections with what Raelynn pointed out, if there's anything in the book?
the journal that you picked up from the mage?
That and the spell book I picked up from Mother Ona. I've got some resources to help me stay awake.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
AKA, can I roll Arcana with advantage? If I spot it.
Yeah, as you said you're kind of walking around as well. It's kind of like one of those situations where you see something like out of the corner of your eye and you look and it's already gone. You were like pacing around the front, and then as you made a loop around, you feel like you had just missed something.
I'll still keep looking to see if I can make any connections.
Okay. And I should state that was about an hour into your watch.
Okay.
And there was only one time that you saw. You can roll me an advantage. Arcana with advantage if you are trying to connect some dots.
Is there a special button to roll with advantage, or just click it twice?
There is near the bottom left corner. It's
Like that, and then roll?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's pretty
Nice.
good. Yep.
A natural 20 for 24 for the audience.
When you're looking through the journal, nothing really stands out to you. It feels very coded to you is the issue. Very sparse in the way they describe things. However, when you're looking over the particular passage in the book that you picked up from Mother Ona, you do note the similarity in what you learned from the book and what you thought you saw. Like, again, it was kind of like a very brief flash. Yeah, nothing else of note happens during your watch. Who are you waking up next?
Would anyone have pre-volunteered for watch 3?
I could.
I'll go pet Chinook and wake up Vael.
As soon as you come within like 5 feet of Chinook, Chinook goes,
Just wake him up. You don't have to wake everyone else up, Chinook.
You hear some shuffling within the tent, and very quickly he opens up a flap with like one hand out with sparks kind of coming down his fingers.
Calm down. It's just your turn for watch.
All right, well, one must be careful.
There is something unusual. Both Raelynn and I have spotted. Well, Raelynn spotted and I kind of almost. Anyway.
Very nearly saw it.
To the south, there's been flashes of a blue light.
I'll keep an eye out. For his watch, I think Vael would try to get up high if he can. Like, if there's an easy way to like sit up on top of the house or something, he might do that.
Yeah, she has like there's a like kind of overhang at the front, and her roof kind of goes like this on one side and then like up. It is a very tall roof though, considering her height. But I mean, if you're not trying to perform any acrobatic feats and you just take your time, it's pretty easy to get up on top of.
All right, then yeah, he'll sit up there and keep a watch.
All right, roll me perception.
Just imagining Vael doing a cartwheel into a handspring to get up there.
I wish he were that acrobatic. He deserves to be, but he isn't, unfortunately.
Vael, you have a pretty uneventful time. You are like, you're hyper vigilant of all of the things that are happening around you, especially the south, knowing that this place has been kind of overrun with Savorin soldiers before. But you don't notice anything unusual. Seems like a very peaceful night, though kind of cold, especially with your shirt. So
it's fine. I run hot, so no flashes in the south then.
No, you don't see anything.
Yeah, really curious. All right, well, He would climb down and wake up whoever's next or last. I don't know.
So who do you wake up?
Anyone who volunteered to take the last watch? All right. Yeah, he'd go to Nyra's tent. I assume she has a tent.
Of course.
Nyra, and he's like just shaking the tent ever so slightly. He's never had to wake someone in a tent before.
Chinook goes right into the tent past you, and he's just doing that thing where, like, you know, dogs just kind of, this is a new space sort of thing.
Sniffing around.
Panting and sniffing.
It's like mumbles things under her breath. And she's like, oh, your breath stinks. Oh, you
just
know
get
my
a
brother. What do you feed him?
Mostly rations, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. She scritches him. You need fruit. Okay. She'll crawl out.
I've been told that there was some sort of blue light in the southern sky, but I didn't see anything. I want to keep an eye out for it.
All right. Blue light. Like when you all were throwing the bodies in the pit? When they were?
Supposedly, maybe, something like that. I didn't see it myself, so I can't say. I'll leave you to it. And he heads back to his tent.
He screeched the dog some more.
He licks your hand and then very diligently goes back to the front of Vael's tent and plops down. Is there anything in particular Nyra's doing while she's on her walk?
Towards the end, she'll start like prepping the fire to get like breakfast and stuff ready for everyone. And then whenever the sun rises, she'll do her prayer. But in the beginning, she's just gonna like keep an eye on the hole that they filled in, just in case. Still didn't trust it. But she'll watch the southern skies.
A bunch of undead arcane
Waiting
zombies.
for it. They shouldn't come back. I know they shouldn't.
It's a burst. They all go flying into the air, land on their feet, come at you.
Just like, maybe we pissed off the earth god. I don't know.
All right. Roll me a perception check for Nyra in the tower.
Perception. In the tower. Did it do it at advantage?
It did not. So go ahead and roll again.
I think the thing's not on anymore.
Yeah, the effect's not on you. You might have to reapply it. I think it takes it off of you when I take you out of the combat tracker, so something to keep in mind. All right, Nyra, you are sitting watching the sky. You can see Fire Janazi's dark vision still work where it's like reddish?
Since I have dark vision in 60 feet.
Or is that, I'm thinking of tieflings, I think.
It definitely said that for 2014 stuff.
As you are watching the sky in the distance, you almost think that maybe nothing is really going to happen. Vael didn't see anything. And then about an hour in, you see this blue hued light again. It's very like white hot in the center of it. But like the very edges of it, it's very clear that it's blue. And then you see it again, like half an hour later, By then, the
Hmm.
sun is starting to come up. The cold of the night has definitely settled over the land as you start getting the fire prepped for the morning.
Okay. It was like pretty, like, it felt like almost exact, like a half hour in between.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, she'll do her morning prayers and then produce flame and get a fire going to wake everyone up. She'll actually wake up Leif before everyone else because he didn't do a watch and force him to help her make breakfast. He's like, you must pull your weight too.
I could have asked.
This is me asking. You pull your weight, yes. You do breakfast with me. You must learn to have cook. You were gone from home for so long, yes?
Something like that. We'll see how it goes.
I trust you. It'll be fine.
That makes one of us.
Who needs to learn how to cook when you can just pickpocket nobles?
Nyra doesn't know that. She assumes he had a grand adventure that he wanted to go on.
We'll do my. It's not hard to heat up rations.
All
As I
right.
get up, I do want to look at Nyra and go, how are you doing this morning in the cold? I did promise to repay you the favor one day.
Oh, I'm fine. And she like produces flame and she just like vibrates warm constantly.
Well, never mind then.
I did see the light. It was about almost exactly a half hour apart.
I noticed that too.
Very strange.
Does it look like it's still happening if we look in that direction? Like, or was it just an evening kind of thing?
You got the sense that is you might be able to if you want to if you're like keeping an eye out for it. Nothing seems to happen over the next like hour or so after you guys, or half an hour or so after you get up, but by then the sun has come up in the sky. You got the sense that it was pretty far away and you were able to see it because of how dark it was.
Got it.
Is the plan to... Because we'll be there midday? Do we plan to just go there midday, or are we gonna hold up till night? Again, like we did last time?
We should scout it out from a distance.
Hmm.
With the daylight.
That was going to be my suggestion, says Vael as he comes out of his tent. Get a lay of the land, and then we'll figure out how to approach.
Do we want to come up with a better plan in case we get spotted this time?
Mm.
Or do we just want to wing it
Pretty
again?
You're there for the party.
How close do you intend to get?
Well, I guess that depends on what we find, but I just want to see where they're situated, how approachable it looks.
How many?
You know, how many? Get a sense from a distance, from a high point if possible.
Vixx, what do I know about the terrain in that area? Is it still in the hills?
It's like there's a lot of it is in like the foothills for sure, but there's a lot of areas that just kind of drop off, kind of like how at your home it's just like things are kind of built into the sides sometimes because there's just like a freaking canyon suddenly.
There's a lot of very rough terrain in the area. Should be able to provide us something to hide behind. Might make approaching difficult.
Fair enough. I'm not particularly good at scouting, so if we wanted a way to find even more advantage, I would hope maybe one of you have something you're capable of doing.
I'm fast and I look like I belong here.
And I have one of their spell books, and I can be quite charming. Though I can't disguise myself to look like one of their acolytes. Unless you can.
I can, but I would need one of their outfits.
Dig up the pit.
Believe me, I thought about it.
Much as
Nah, they
zombies
exploded.
waiting for you.
But even then, they'd see us coming for a mile. They'd have all kinds of questions. They wouldn't reveal anything if they didn't know exactly who we are.
Things could escalate fairly quickly doing that.
Yes.
Don't want that.
I think our best bet, if we can avoid it, is to not have them know we're there until it's too late, if we can manage.
If we can scout it by daylight, if we have some way of getting a vantage point over them, then we can plan an approach for when darkness falls.
Sounds good.
All right. Sounds like you guys have a
The semblance of a plan.
As you guys start packing up your campsite, Olia is standing near the doorway, just kind of watching you. She doesn't really even have the mind to know that that's kind of odd to just stand and watch you guys do this.
Till next time, Alia.
Well, I hope that wherever you're going, you come back safe.
Thank you, Olia.
Everyone's been heading that way, she says, as you guys seem to be heading in the other direction.
We know.
Oh, okay, well, it's none of my business what you nobles do, so, I'm gonna go drink my tea. and you're almost certain she has no tea on. She has been up for quite some time. She just goes inside again until you guys leave.
I thought you were totally going to say she just continues to stand there watching us.
I would have put it past her, to be honest.
Adorable.
And it's a weird thing to do, but it's also weird to have 5 nobles of different houses spend the night on your land twice in a week.
Yes.
You
Twice
suck
within like
that.
3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You guys head off towards this mark on your map, this northernmost encampment that Alina's fairly confident is somewhat small. You start to kind of, I imagine, slow your pace and be more careful once it gets closer to midday and you don't know precisely where this is. It was just kind of like a pen on a map situation.
Definitely keeping intense lookout.
All right.
Yes.
Then everyone can roll passive, or not passive, roll perception for me.
You want it in the tower?
Yes, please.
Oops. Did I do it? Oh, no.
No, I don't have one from Nyra. Alrighty. I feel like Leif is more focused on potential threats in the terrain and where things drop off, that he doesn't really notice when everyone else in the party is able to spot in the distance one person. Like, it looks to you like a little bit of like a plateau almost that you're walking on. There's just like a field where you currently are, except as you get closer you can kind of see that on the other side of it, it's as if the ground there is like it goes in. You just can't quite see into it. However, you can see one person standing on the ledge of this opening in the ground. As you approach the area, they seem to be walking like a perimeter, and you see that they are dressed in this sort of dark armor that you saw the other day, and there is a sword on their hip, and they have their hand on it. It's pretty easy to see from even like 100, 150 feet away.
Well, Vael, there's your chance at a outfit to blend in.
Yeah,
we want to take out the scout.
Well, I'm hoping that would be great. He might raise an alarm if we approach him.
Mm-hmm.
But we can find out.
Do we want to do this now, or do we want to wait till night?
Let's try till night.
We only see him and not like a full encampment, right?
You only see him, yeah.
He's got elevation on us?
No, you guys are all like on a plateau with him, and it's like the ground that he's walking around goes in.
I suspect we all have elevation on the encampment.
Yeah. And he's walking on the
around the edge. Yeah.
Of
if we can grab him and pull him down, kind of thing, like away from the edge. We can
Is he like facing us? Like, do we think he sees us see him?
No.
Okay.
If he goes missing too far in advance of when we intend to take action, people are going to notice and they're going to go on alert.
And what if he doesn't go missing and just happens to be out of view for a minute or two?
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
You want to walk rounds all day?
We don't know when they change shifts. We don't know.
That's true. We're at a disadvantage there.
It may be wise to stay back and watch for a bit.
Believe me, I want to cave his face in as much as anyone else, but I think we should wait.
Is there some place we could take cover and watch? Also hide the horses and donkey and Chinook?
Yeah, very similar to what you're seeing in the dip in terrain at the front. I feel like Leif had noticed more than anyone because he wasn't looking in that particular direction at the time. That like kind of scattered all over. You can find areas that you can just kind of walk down into, like almost like a pit sort of situation.
My only concern is they may not switch off until nightfall, and then we've lost our opportunity to gain a perspective.
I think it could be worth the risk.
Even better to gain the perspective at nightfall, then.
It's likely for someone to notice a different person walking around at night than during the day.
Oh, they won't be able to tell the difference. But
more cover to make the swap.
That's true. And I don't want to pretend to patrol all day either.
Is there much ambient noise around us? Like anything that could cover if there's a struggle with this guy, just in case?
Ambient noise.
Like animals tend to be more active during the day and stuff.
Yeah, I like there are trees and stuff around here, so you definitely hear like birds, and it's pretty windy as well, which could, especially like with the way that these winding like tunnels kind of carved through this land. There's like the odd kind of echo in the distance. So yeah, it's not completely dead silent.
That would be my only argument for doing it now, would be a little easier than in the quiet of night.
This perimeter that he's patrolling, is there any good spots for ambush? Is there somewhere that we could hide as a group while he's like far away from it? And
I mean, there are some low bushes and trees, but you wouldn't all be able to huddle around one because like the trees here in Kaldbor don't grow like massively. They're kind of like those thin little types. They're like kind of growing out of very rough terrain. If you guys split up a bit, you could definitely each have a little bit of cover, especially if you hide your horses and stuff somewhere else.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
How far are you thinking from where he's standing?
For the horses?
No, for you guys. You said far away.
No. When he's far away from it, like because he's walking a pretty wide perimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when he's far enough away that we can make an approach without being immediately spotted. But if any of you can do anything to deal with sound, night might be better. We can all take a vantage point, jump on him all at once, so to speak, or everything we've got at him for an instant, and make sure that he's out of the way in time.
I mean, you said you trained your dog to help with situations like this. Would a barking dog not help?
Well, that's drawing more attention.
Well, you could put him in a different location to draw him away.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Lure the man with the sound. That's not a bad idea.
I'm not against it.
Not to put Nook in harm's way, but
He knows what he's doing.
I could make him a little weaker, or use suggestion. You want to go that direction rather than blunt force.
force is really all I'm good for.
And you did it spectacularly last fight.
Much appreciated.
I mean, we will need to take him down if I'm going to take his armor.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think I would need to prepare silence today.
Well,
Sorry.
it's quite all right. I do like Raelynn's plan. His name's Chinook, draw him out, and then away from the edge, and then we'll deal with them. But should we wait for night?
Closer to, probably. Not quite. Enough to see what we need to, but...
Yes, I wouldn't mind seeing if the light thing has happening still during the day, too.
We could also use sunset to our advantage. We draw him west. So I know which direction the sun goes.
I would hope so, sister.
Have him walk into the sun. Makes it harder for him to see.
That makes sense.
And then we have enough light to spot the encampment as they're beginning to light up torches for the evening.
Sounds like a good plan. So we're going to take some sort of vantage points to the west of the encampment and have Chinook wait until sunset,
Mhm.
have Chinook further west than us, so that we can get him as he goes past, and try to draw him out with a bark.
Okay. Sounds good. It is 8 o'clock. We'll see how
If it actually works.
noble's plan goes. Maybe they'll abandon it immediately. Maybe it'll go off without. We will find
Not
out.
50-50.
Only time will tell.
I also just want to point out, you guys yelled at me every time I joked about hurting the dog, and now you're putting it in the way of Savorin's soldiers,
I did
so
say there
that's
was an
on you.
option.
We know that he's got plot armor because of how much we yelled at you.
Well,
Raelyn's like,
he's-
aren't you a good boy? Now go to the bad guys.
my picture in my mind is him behind a rock barking out of view, us behind closer rocks, so
Yes.
that as he goes past, we can
Yeah.
converge on him before he gets anywhere near Chinook.
Yeah, that way he's like, what's that sound coming from? That's weird.
All right. Yeah, we'll see how that goes after the break then. Welcome back, everybody. So before the break, our young nobles had left the capital of Frenhold to venture a bit south to investigate some Savorin occupied land, particularly one that the rest of Hedgarath didn't seem to know about until our 5 adventurers here had extracted some additional knowledge from one of the soldiers' brains in a previous session. And now they are approaching the site of this encampment, and they have noticed that there is one soldier kind of doing a perimeter outside of what seems to be an area that they cannot currently fully see at the moment, as it's further into the ground. They decided that they're going to wait till sunset and use Chinook, Vael's dog, as a bit of a distraction. And all while watching out for this strange source of light that they saw at night. So you guys kind of hide your larger animals off somewhere. There are trees that you can kind of hitch them to, but if you're trying to hide them like lower in the elevation, then you might have to come up with something crafty, though your horses are probably fairly well trained anyway. If you told them to stay put, they probably would, unless they were spooked by something. As the sun dips lower into or over the horizon, you are waiting for the perfect time in your approach. I believe you were waiting until he was like coming back like west.
Yeah.
And just for clarity, this encampment from where you guys are is like, it's kind of mostly like southeast from you, like almost directly now. And he is walking almost like straight east and west along one edge of this rather than walking the entire thing. He hasn't seemed to note you guys, but as you're thinking like the timing might be now, you do all notice. First, you feel the air changes around you, as if there is some sort of it's kind of like, you know, when you're about to like shock something, like this electromagnetic sort of feeling around you, and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and then very shortly after, you can see this light shoot up into the sky, and it looks maybe
Does it come from like the pit?
Sorry?
Does it
Yeah,
come?
from the pit. And it's like 10 foot maybe in diameter. You do see like a bit of a bluish hue, but it is also still pretty light out, so it's not as clear right now. And then not too long after that, you notice the guy goes down into the pit, and like almost passing, there's a change off in the guard. This one has a bow on their back, and you can very clearly see, even from here, that their ears are pointed. And they start walking that same line. What is your first course of action?
Sneak up to our ambush point.
Raelynn would actually double check with Vael first, seeing that this man has a bow and not a sword, so the distance between Chinook could be closed faster, and double check that you want this to happen, like that you're prepared.
Chinook will be behind cover. It's the noise that's drawing him out, not his actual line of sight.
True. I just want to make sure everything's covered. I have my bow as well. And she has a longbow strapped to her back that she would have taken off her horse, just in case for range. I'll be prepared to shoot him if I need to.
Look at Raelynn and say, all right, you said you were good by force, and give you bardic inspiration.
Yay!
Okay. How far are you wanting to keep from the guard?
Like us?
Yeah.
As close as we can and still have cover, right?
Are you trying? What I'm trying to visualize is somebody going in to like get this guy, or all of you guys closing in on him. Like, what?
I'm hoping, we can find a spot with multiple points of cover.
Okay.
That we can all utilize separately, and then have them called towards a further piece of cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I can get you. You could get as close as like 25 feet.
Okay.
That should be fine. You can hear
And
a
then
dog
you
from there.
want your dog somewhere else.
Same line away from him, but a little further.
Okay.
Who do we want to make the first strike at him?
I mean, first doesn't really matter so much, but Leif
Okay.
might be our best bet if that's the case.
I can get him on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I can mess with his mind. If you want him distracted by that while you grab him, I don't have to be seen.
That's good.
Now I have to figure out how to add just one person to this tracker.
Did we mess with your map?
A little bit, and I'm not as confident with this as Shanks is, and I don't want to give anything away.
Well, they'll come in hidden, so you could just add everyone, and
They will come in hidden?
yeah.
Okay. Believing you if
I
this
won't
doesn't
look.
work.
Put my hand over the combat tracker.
Okay. Well,
He took his hand off the combat tracker. He's
I
cheating.
did. I put my character sheet over it.
When it's about to go off, I will cast Bless on Leif, Raelynn, and Vael. They tend to be up front.
So you guys had mentioned too that you wanted this person facing west, and is that where you're wanting the sound to be coming from too?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna just share this map with you, and if something doesn't look right in terms of what you were hoping would happen, then we can do that. Share something. Share record. Is that what I'm doing?
Yep.
Doing something.
See things.
Oh, I didn't reveal the person. You should be able to see that now.
Yes.
So, if I had gotten like where you would have waited for them, because they're kind of like walking along this area here.
Right.
So if you would rather them back here or up here,
No, that's fine.
and you guys are kind of hidden within some greenery. And I will switch to a map screen. And what do you want to roll with this? So you're trying to like animal handling? Are you wanting persuasion? Like what?
Well, I mean, he's trained. He knows how to speak on command.
So you're literally just using the action to do this and hoping that this person
Yeah, just I'm hoping it'll draw their attention if he starts making noise from somewhere out of view nearby.
And whether it does or doesn't, I can go mess with his mind.
all right, is anyone readying
I'm
action?
going to ready Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll just ready Shocking Grasp once I get him within range.
I will ready punch.
We'll ready a bow shot.
You're readying it just for him coming closer to you guys. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Mhm.
Yeah, once he's at the point that we feel like he's away from the ledge, he's close enough to us, and we can get him.
All right.
Before he turns around to come for us.
Yeah.
Can I do bless before? I don't know how. And still ready an attack, or do you want bless to count as my ready to action?
How long does bless last?
A minute.
Yeah, you could go ahead and do that before. That's fine.
How do I cast Bardic Inspiration on somebody in Fantasy Grounds?
You
I
don't.
think you just
Okay.
you tell them they have it, and then
You tell me what I roll.
Perfect.
All right.
Is it
So
D6?
It's a D6 right now.
Okay.
you guys are kind of crouched into this shrubbery with all this foliage and kind of trying to use the natural dips of the land to give yourself an advantage of stealth, which I would like you all to roll. Roll stealth check for me in the tower.
Do you say with advantage?
Yeah, sure. You guys
Oh.
did do a good job at preparing for this.
Should I re-roll then? Because I get disadvantage.
That would be a straight roll then.
Yeah.
Wait, how does that
But
work?
then it automatically puts it on disadvantage.
Oh.
So if you click advantage, it should cancel
It
it
should
out.
make it straight, maybe?
I would think so.
I'll try again. Nope.
Nope.
No.
Can you unclick the little armor thing next to your stealth? And
I'll just use. Oh, I don't know.
Take the
Actually,
average.
Just use the lower of the two. Let's be serious. I'm a fighter. Like armor is always going to be bad.
Clang, clang.
Okay. So Chinook barks off a little bit to the west of you guys. Lucky for you, this person's more adept at the night, and sun is most certainly in.
All right, about there.
Right there?
About there. Does everyone feel good about there?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I'd let him come a little bit further.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once they are right there, and you can see that this is a youngish, elvish woman. She has her hair tied back in a low bun. It's very sleek and blonde. And she looks little confused, like, and starts like doing a little bit of a whistle, like here boy sort of thing.
Oh.
And she does have her weapon out, and when she gets about there,
That's when I'll unleash dissonant whispers.
Okay, which is good because as soon as they get there, they look directly at Alina. So you have a ready
Not me.
action. They've spotted you.
Okay. I don't remember how to do this. It's been a couple of weeks.
Girl, you rolled a 6 on your stealth roll.
Oh. Okay. I literally don't remember how to make them be selected when I roll a spell.
You've done it.
It's been 3 weeks. I
You've
did
done
it.
though.
Yeah. What?
You've targeted them.
Okay. I couldn't see that anything had happened.
It'll show in your combat tracker under your name.
Yep, that's what you want from that. They failed. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll your damage.
Not
So-
bad.
Pretty
Nice.
good amount of damage. How does this look when Alina casts a spell?
I hit the wrong button. This is all in her head. So as she spots Alina, Alina's just gonna smile. And then as these whispers come out, it is like every negative thing she has ever thought about herself, this elf.
Such a mean girl.
Yeah, spots you, looks surprised, and then immediately horrified. And all of you guys see this woman clutch, like let go of her bow with one hand and like clutch her brain. And it seems like she is about to say something, but all of you have readied actions. So if you wanted to take them, you could.
She's about to have a really bad day.
Can I run up to her as part of my action? It's technically 2 separate things, but
Your held action was to punch,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think unless you can Gumby it from there, probably
a
not.
little bit far away.
You could, just not from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting them to be drawn like right past us, so I didn't account for this. So
My bad.
I'm also stuck in
that's
my
okay.
place. Raelynn?
I was. If Leif was gonna go, does he get his movement or?
No.
I was only
No?
holding
Okay.
action to attack.
Then I guess I'm just gonna try and shoot her leg, not to like kill her, but to like just bring her down if I can, unless we
Okay.
want her dead.
Yep. But
Okay, I'll
do
shoot
what you
her.
want to do.
I'll shoot. I mean, I don't really. we don't do called shots anyway, so.
You can do non-lethal damage.
No, I can't. I rolled a 1.
Never mind.
Do you have it? You have inspiration.
I have advantage.
Have-
Let's see.
you
Yeah,
have
please
2
use
of
that.
those.
Please. Okay, that's good.
That is
21.
a lot better. Yes.
3. But I also have Savage Attacker.
Oh, you do.
I do. So select. And...
Does that apply to ranged damage?
Oh, is it only melee? I think it's attacks. Hold, please. You'd think I would know how this works.
It's only our second combat of these characters.
No, Brielle has Savage Attacker.
Oh.
Yeah, but Rael doesn't have a bow.
No, that's the problem. I know I use it on her javelin. When you hit with a weapon.
Okay,
Yeah, that's her
fair enough.
weapon.
So
That is
4 would be instead of 3. I did
One
so much
more.
better, guys.
It's one more.
Yeah, just
That
one more
does it.
damage.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yay! That's all we needed.
Oh, lovely.
So you you see this person reeling, and then they're looking right at Alina, and then very quickly also notice Raelynn now like knocking an arrow, and she goes, "You," and then almost at the same time the best boy barks, like covering the fact that she talked, and you just see her like fall instantly, and you get like a sense that you just like recovered the situation before it got bad.
Cut her a hand.
Gonna dart out of the bushes and bring her back into the bushes.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. You pull. You have no problem pulling this person into the bush with you. I am going to delete that because I assume that she's about to be relieved of some clothing.
Most of her possessions, most
Mhm.
likely.
Everything.
Well,
yeah.
Vael, can you look like her?
Of course. Nice shot, by the way, Raelynn. That was very savage.
Not what I was going for, but thank you.
Job done. And he's going to take all of her armor. Anything that would be outward apparent. If it's something that's hidden beneath armor, I won't bother putting it on.
Yeah, you take her armor, her gloves. You take her bow that she was carrying. I'd assume quiver off her back.
Yeah.
Her hair tie.
Yeah.
That's a scrunchie.
And
then,
underneath, you see that she's wearing like these maroon sort of colored. It's like, I want to say robes, but it's not robes. It's very fitted, fine leathers, all kind of etched with this gold threading.
I would like to take those. We're gonna leave for underclothes, but that seems important to have on hand.
Mm-hmm. I
Right.
concur.
You can add that outfit to your inventory then. So what does Vael do?
I will put her outfit on, and then you see him weave a sigil in the air, glowing light, and his shape changes into hers exactly.
It's not a bad look on you, Vael.
Nothing's a bad look on me.
Oh god.
Lean over to Nyra. He's always like this.
Oh, did I say that out loud? I start speaking Dwarven more.
And I'll say, wait, do I speak Dwarvish?
And then
Yes,
I
I
will
do.
casually approach the ledge and continue walking back and forth and scanning the camp.
Okay, so you're right here. I don't know. Get there. You can see that now, right?
Yes, I can see that. Yep.
Okay.
I'm contributing on. Plus, that's only for attack and saving throws.
And you see.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you look over this ledge, Vael, donning this person's armor, and you see 3 finely made tents set up below you. There is a campfire going, and there is another little sort of tent area over some tables and chairs. You can hear soft chatter of conversation happening from below. You see a sort of like a makeshift area for where they're hitching up horses, and you can see a pit that is being dug with one of those poles extending out of it. There's like a bit of stairs leading up to this one, as if there were like digging around it as well. And you can see this young woman in blue and reddish colored robes. She have a description for her here, but I have like a million docs open too. You know.
That's fair. While he's doing this, sort of patrolling back and forth, and with each, like, he'll go like 20 feet and then turn to face the camp again with his back to his friends. And each time he has like prestidigitationed a message on the back of the armor.
Instead of that, I'll just cast message to you.
After the first one.
Be like,
I still have to whisper for that to work, but that's fine, I suppose. I mean, from this distance, yeah, they're not going to notice that.
And you see there is this young woman, probably looks about the same age as the young man that you saw before. She is wearing, these like tightly fitted blue and red robes, and she has like a red sort of half cape on her back. She has kind of like bracers on her arms, long black hair. She has pointed ears, but they're not like they're not as long as an elf, so you would assume maybe half. And she is standing at this pit, and you can see that she is like casting over it as if she is drawing magic from it. And she is pulling it into what seems like her magic already. It's like this, it's kind of like a white sort of lightning being woven over, but once in a while she puts her hand closer into the hole and then like draws something, and you can see just like as if a thread of arcane energy is coming out into her magic, but then it's as if it doesn't hold, and it like she lets it go and then tries again. And you said you're walking here, so I don't know. Yeah. You see also another much more sturdy looking soldier that looks to have command over the situation, talking to another young woman who, very similar color scheme, except her hair is it's all like a platinum blonde, almost white, and it's braided all down one side and goes all the way down to her knees. And she's wearing kind of like a cropped long sleeve shirt and a skirt that has a high slit up the side. They are engaged in conversation, and there are several other soldiers just going about their business. One's tending to horses, 2 seem to be eating, and one is just kind of standing outside of one of the tents.
All right, well, relaying all that information, I would then just add, and I can continue to do this until it gets dark enough for us to make an approach.
Half an hour goes by from the last time you guys saw a flash, and this time Vael, you see as you're walking past, the young woman who's trying to do something over this pit. She pulls one larger thread out, and it just kind of weaves itself into her magic. But then an eruption happens from the pit that just sends a light into the sky, and she looks frustrated but not undeterred. And she starts again.
Yeah, I think I can more or less tell what's going on here, but I want to. Can I roll like Arcana and see if Vael can sort of understand more of the magic that's occurring here?
Sure. You can do that out in the open.
All right.
So what does Vael think is happening then right now, so that I can add on to that?
Fair enough. I mean, it seems like the spellcaster is trying to draw on the power of the ley lines to make their own magic stronger.
Very similar to what you had relayed to Varric. It seems like she's using it as, she's like almost using herself at the moment, like a focus for the magic coming out of the ley line. What her end goal is, especially if she like would have to stay there to harness that power, is unclear. And yeah, you just notice that there is one of the things that you notice right away is that there isn't that black streak of smoke coming out, as if whatever they did here is working for what she needs. But you do also note that there is like a soft sort of like smokiness coming out each time there's like a flash of this light. It's not one of those very streamlined plumes of smoke. You continue on?
But, yeah, sure. Just continue on, but at some point before we actually make our approach, Vael would be pointing out that we need to take one of these spellcasters alive, because we need to know exactly what it is they're doing here.
All right, so you relay that. The sun continues to set. Are you waiting for like actual darkness, or?
Yeah, I think so, unless that's a hindrance to anyone.
I can run up close.
A little bit, but they got a campfire.
Yeah, they've got torches and stuff lit anyway, right?
Yep. I'm trying to figure out how to do the light. Oh, right here. I got it. I can make it darker.
There we go. Perfect.
You continue on. You wait till it is dark, and then Vael, you notice that one of the soldiers the one that was standing out near the tent leaves and heads inside the tent, and another one starts to head up this path here towards you.
I'm going to act like I don't see them coming and move over there.
All right. And they're very casual about it. Kind of like walking, and then they seem very confused when they head up to like about here and see that you're like not meeting them.
I just act like I don't see them, and as I get out to that point, I'm going to turn and like look at the encampment again, but only turn slightly away from them. So with the helmet and everything, maybe they believe I just don't see them in my peripheral.
Okay.
Can Raelynn notch an arrow in case anything turns hostile?
Yes. So you're readying an action to attack. Vael, can you roll like a deception check with advantage for me?
Sure.
You got this, buddy.
Yep.
He do got this. All right. So you're like, are you walking? Or are you just like standing now, kind of looking?
I walked over there, and now I've taken a post again, looking over the camp, kind of thing. Just,
You hear a very confused voice of a young man who's just like, Amelie? Like, with a question mark at the end.
I very slowly, I kind of turn and look at him, and I raise my hand and just gesture casually.
Like towards you?
Like yeah, just come over here.
So dramatic. And that's like a clinking half jog, staying closer to the edge of the encampment, but starts to veer off toward you. I don't want to close the distance completely unless that's what you're hoping for. You're seriously gonna make me walk all the way towards you?
And I'm going to do just in a really low voice as best I can. I only heard her say one word, so I'm going to try to keep it low and quiet, but I'm going to say, look here. And I'm just pointing at something to get him to come up and look with me, with his back casually to everyone else.
You could have told me over there where we normally trade off. And you can see this. He's maybe late 20s, pale skin, freckly, curly red hair, and is just super annoyed at you. Why are you talking like that?
At this point, if no one is approaching, Vael's definitely signaling an approach with his hand. But then
Leif is wanting to. So I will approve, Leif.
And then he's just like, look, there. It's the end of Savorin.
You're gonna hit him?
Yes. Ideally, I would like... do they know that I'm there, and can I get flanking on this if I went over there?
You can get flanking if you go there. Let me see what your stealth was. Oh, they do not know you are there.
Marvelous. So that's with advantage then.
Yeah, collaborate.
Roll high.
I will do my best.
I believe you're also blessed, so
It only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
dang it.
But I will. Where's the button? Here it is.
Well, wasn't that nat 1, so that's
Yep.
something.
That's gonna be it.
And I will untarget them briefly because I have the unarmed strike version of Savage Attacker.
Heck yeah.
1 more point of damage.
It could be enough. You never know.
You never know.
It is not enough.
Bonus action.
Yeah, he's coming in throwing fists.
And if not, I got a bow.
I don't know how many more I'm going to need, so I will go ahead.
I'm also prepared to shocking grasp with my...
Raelynn did have a held action for if
Okay.
things turned hostile to it.
They're hostile now.
Yeah, but you finish your action first. Or-
Okay. Just mechanically, now that I've made this first one, I wouldn't have advantage.
Yeah, you are not hidden anymore.
Okay, then I'm going to use a charge of Hill Giant's Tumble to make them prone, so that I do have advantage. Part of that first attack. Yeah, just come up behind them and punch this person in the back of the knee, just take them completely down, and then go in for more.
You hear very confused, like noise that gets caught in his throat and doesn't really like project anywhere. Go ahead. Not how I thought you guys were going to approach this, but it's
One at a time. Just pick them
interesting.
off.
It's the way to go.
Yeah.
You have a lot of things.
That'll hit.
Nice.
There it
You
is.
just bludgeon this guy to death
What's
while
the
he's on the
follow-up
ground.
attack look like?
The second one, I think I bring him down, and I think I just like drop my elbow onto the back of his neck and loosen several of his vertebrae.
I am going to ask that you guys all roll initiative, just because there are things outside of what you guys are doing that are now important to keep track of time-wise. So
That's fair.
Fair.
Leif's ready.
Initiative. Why do I bother?
Wait, did it do it?
alrighty. So you knock this person out. Do you do anything with them, or just leave them there?
Probably just because are we doing this now, or I can look
I
to
think we can.
Vael for.
I think we can make our approach now. I expect things will get ugly, and as he's saying that, he's taking this armor off. Doesn't want to get slowed down.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Raelynn, if you want to, we can swap initiative. If you want to go.
Nah, it's okay. You go first,
Okay.
because you can maybe like.
It doesn't look like that'd make a
Oh, no.
difference anyway.
You can swap
Watch
initiative.
them spot.
Raelynn, do you want to swap initiative with me?
Well, I have the feat that lets me swap with anybody.
Do you want to swap with me?
Do you have a thing that lets you do that too?
Oh, no, I'm asking if
Oh, if
Alina
Alina
wants
wants
to
to.
swap I'm pretty high.
It doesn't
No.
look like there's any difference
Yeah.
in terms of...
Okay.
You guys
Everyone
are all
else
gonna
goes first.
I was just
Where
going to let the
should
lady
go
with the bow
last?
go if she wanted to, but you're right. I think we're just back to back.
I'm fine cleaning up.
Leif's the only one that's ahead of anyone.
Yep.
Everyone's so
Um,
high.
Leif.
And they all.
You struck this
How-
guy down pretty quickly, efficiently. You look at Vael, you get the nod of approval, and you are ready. What do
How
you do?
steep is this hill?
Oh, it is pretty steep. The tents don't show up over it, and they are like 15 feet. I'm gonna say like 30.
Okay.
Still thinking about it.
Does it look like I could acrobatics my way down it, or is it like that's
It's
it's 30 feet down, and what's that, a run of like 5, 10, like run of 20 feet, so it's pretty steep, but it's not straight up and down.
It isn't straight up and down. Yeah, it's like you know what? Yeah, go ahead if you want to try it. I'm sure you could pull it off.
I would like to try.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check.
I will do that.
You won't take falling damage if that's the most.
I just didn't want to make sound. Did that? Okay, yeah. I was trying to do it somewhat quietly without going.
So you kind of like use the slight slope to kind of slide yourself down it.
Mm-hmm. And I'll just hide behind that tent.
Yeah, you do that, and you
And
You
they'll
kind
use.
on your way down, you got kind of the lay of the land as well that Vael had been relaying to you guys through his messages with Alina and the messages on his back.
I'll use my bonus action to activate my magical tattoo.
Alrighty. And these guys still don't know that you are here. Anyway, Nyra.
Name of my map. Okay. I'm gonna move forward because that's what we're doing. I mean, that initiate's within like 120 feet of me, right?
The one at the hole?
Yeah.
Yep. They are within 95 feet of you.
That's so nice.
Very convenient.
It's so convenient. I think for now, though, I'm just gonna dash. Can't see around these things.
Should be able to see over the tent from up there.
Yeah,
I
that is
can't.
fair.
They're casting a big shadow.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
because they're set up as a terrain blocker. But if we're above them, she should open them up for us.
I can do
Open the
that.
tent.
What is that, the line of sight thing? Yeah.
No, just click on the tents.
Oh, really? I can just click on them? Okay.
Well, it depends on how they're set up. If they're set up
Not-
as walls, no.
I think they're just like half walls or something like that, so I'll just get rid of them. That's fine. You do know that there is at least one that went in there too, so.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Perfect. Do we want to start this off? Should I wait?
It's up to you. I mean, we do have the height advantage here, so that's not a bad way to get started.
Yeah. But I know we have other people. I'll hold my action.
Okay. You're holding. What are you holding?
I will hold a guiding bolt until the end of Leif's next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Vael. Your turn.
I'm going to maintain the form of this. What was her name? Amelie or something?
Amelie. Yeah.
And just kind of dash my way down. So I'm gonna just try to get down to like, yeah, like somewhere here in between these two tents. I'll go kind of like I'm doing the slope at more of an angle to try to just be able to get down it. But I don't care if they notice me. I'm not trying to avoid that at all because I look
Okay.
like one of them.
Roll acrobatics check for me then.
All right.
Oh wait, where did your thing go?
I don't. I was just using arrows. I think I'm gonna go to about there, but not exactly on that course. But you get it.
Okay. You do make it down. Let's see how well you do at that though. Ah! You do have an inspiration, but I don't know if you want to use it here.
I don't. No.
You go down. Leif is like leaving a like quiet little dust trail, and you go down just kicking up dirt. There's like sediment falling just behind you, and you kind of do like, you know, when you sort of run forward after like with your momentum.
Mm-hmm.
The soldier right here immediately stands up, like on alert.
The one straight ahead of me there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other three over there can't see you. However, the one at the pit does look like stops doing what she's doing over the hole, and then it's almost like she starts redirecting her magic in a different way.
Yeah, as he draws that attention from both of them, he's gonna point at the pit and be like, "It's going to blow."
Roll a deception check for me.
Yep.
That is way better than your last one.
I'm better at lying than I am
You
at
have a certain
acrobatic.
set of skills.
Yeah.
So the one underneath the overhang who was like sitting down and eating a meal stops looking at you, looks over at the pit, and is just like, Is she serious? Is it? And the other woman who's like currently weaving, and she's like, what do you know of magic? And just like, it's like spitting down at you. Like, how dare you speak to me that way?
I'm just trying to create a little bit of confusion because I've used my action. So,
Alina.
Okay, remind me how I tell you where I want to move.
Look and drag.
Strag.
Perfect. How many feet is that?
Good.
Okay.
Bring up a measuring stick.
It doesn't.
really, if you drag your thing around, it should tell you how far you're
Yeah.
going.
It doesn't.
35?
35.
35 feet.
It's 35? Okay, then you go 5 feet back from that.
I'll just approve that, and then...
Thank you.
Put you back.
And remember, going last time I did this, I didn't have a voice. So, what? I'm on a wrong thing. I'm trying to get down on the map, and it's moving me instead. Sorry, y'all. It's still.
If you middle click the map, you can drag it around.
Oh, okay. I apologize. Can I dash to try to join the party and slide down behind this tent, this middle
Go ahead,
tent?
roll me an acrobatics check and see how that goes.
Okay.
Show me where you want to go.
Come on, Leif. Let's keep that cliff dancer going.
Nope. You got
Tumbler.
inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration because my attack things are spell things. So
It's better.
Nailed it.
it's slightly better.
Slightly better than what Vael pulled off. Where do you want to go? On which side?
Literally right behind this middle tent.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are all just... Nyra, you're like watching them just like slide down this hill now, and Raelynn, it's your turn.
I'm going... Oops. What's going on here? I'm going to not slide down the hill. But I'm going to...
You have a bow.
Where can I... Yeah, I know, but I gotta use my dash to get there. So let's just... I'll run and use my action to dash to get there so that all these people over on the left side are more visible to me.
That was only 50 for the record. I think you got 10 more feet.
Yeah,
10
you
more
do.
feet. There we go. And
Strawberry.
I will rage as my
Hmm.
bonus action. Because now I can maintain it by bonus actions.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I was like, are you sure you want to do that? Forgot
I
about
do. I
Jay
do.
Fixed it.
So let's see. Click myself for that. Do this. And then you. And I also get 3 temporary hit points.
that.
That's my turn.
Nice.
Everyone ran away from me. I couldn't help you.
So Raelynn just gets tunnel vision, focused, running to a more strategic position for
He
her
knows the assignment.
attack, and just channels that into being ready for this combat. Leif, you
So
are
off-
outside a tent.
Yeah, so off this edge of the map that I'm near, is that kind of... Is there like more hill there? Does the encampment go on a little ways?
It's kind of like the end of it. There is a bit, but
much.
Not much.
Okay. I will poke around here. And does it sound like there's anybody... Actually, does it sound like there's anybody in this tent?
You don't hear anything.
Okay. Is this the kind of tent where you could like pick up a corner to get underneath it, or...
Yeah, it is. It's staked to the ground.
Okay. I'll peek under it, and then if I don't see any feet, I'll duck inside. Actually, that's what I will
You
do
peek
instead.
under it. You see it's just a dark tent with a couple of bedrolls, or actually they have like proper like cots kind of set up in there, but nobody.
Okay. And I will hide just behind the flap, and I'm gonna wait until I hear combat because I don't know what's going on top of the hill.
Fair.
Or if I could,
Yeah, that's fair.
get one of them. And I will hold my action to dash this time.
Cool. Okay.
Is the time for my held action?
Yes.
If you wish for it to go off. Does not have to, but it can.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if
Go
I
for it.
don't, it wastes the spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that happen now? Because I think
I
they
don't
changed
know.
that. I think they changed that because you don't lose spells when you get counterspelled either. You don't lose the slot.
Either way, I say go for it.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna shoot the caster.
All right.
But
So I'm gonna get us going. Let's do this, guys. Target this person. Am I doing it? Yes. I will use my advantage.
oh,
What?
It
That
hit.
was it.
You hit.
Oh, it hit?
Yep.
It hit.
A 12 hit?
Yep.
That's what it says.
Oh.
Wizards.
They probably don't have their mage armor up.
Oh, that's probably my
Okay.
bad.
He's
it's late.
concentrating on something and I didn't trust it.
Why would they have mage armor right now? It's safe here.
And now he glows, and the next attack on him has advantage.
All right. So, Nyra's sends a streak of light straight towards this one that's like currently scowling at the disguised Vael.
That was just rude. He's a rude wizard.
And this one. Why do I do this again? It's like shift or something. Control. Nope. Alt. It was alt.
Are you gonna dash now, Leif? Since you saw something go off? Are you gonna hold?
I'm gonna hold. I don't know if I heard combat quite yet.
Yeah, when that happens, what she takes it right to the chest and then seems really upset and unsettled by that, and you see her start to like point whatever it is she was in the middle of weaving up towards you and says, "We're under attack."
Okay, now we're in combat for sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Just go give this guy somebody to be distracted by.
This guy's having a bad day. He was distracted from the back, then concerned with the pit exploding, and now there's suddenly a 7-foot something tall person charging at him from a tent. This one is going to actually. Yep. And that way, I guess they're dashing too. Do like there. They have a sword. I don't like that there are squares showing up on my screen right now.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
This one is going to. He was really panicked about the potential explosion, but then seeing Leif and hearing that they're under attack, he's just like clamoring for his weapon on his side, and it's just like, oh shit, we are under attack. And she's just like, as if I would be lying.
We'll be lying on the ground in a minute.
I hope you say that out loud in character.
Yeah, that was in character.
Except I'm not super hopeful. Oh, he did attack. Okay.
That's fine.
Good for you. Good for you, guy.
Stop hitting our Goliath!
You take a spear wound with 2 hands as he just like jabs it up at you. You're pretty close. You're a big target. He gets it like right in the chest. But that's all he can do. So he looks like he's shaking in his boots now. And this one runs out of their tent, getting dressed on the way. And that's gonna be.
That's why you attack at night.
Amazing.
That's
Oh,
gonna
look,
be
he's pretty close to me. That'll be convenient.
He's kind of inside of how big that cube was from those other two.
Raelynn,
I
are you
suspect
like
you, like,
pretty
trying to
exposed
move
there? Are you?
If that shrub is high enough, to
She's
cover-
also
give me
outside the
any
light
cover?
radius, for the record.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. I just wanted not gang up on Leif, who's the only one who really showed their face.
I mean, go
She
for
is
it.
also running
I'm
full
raging,
speed.
and I like have
Yeah.
yeah.
She's
Yeah.
planking. Somebody's throwing magic from upstairs.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? It's
I
probably
clank a
gonna
lot.
be Nyra. You're
Hi.
within range. Pretty sure. It's gotta. Yep.
Okay.
Nyra, you are standing up there slinging magic, and this guy who is engaged in conversation takes a crossbow off his back, levels it at you fairly calmly. Do you have anything that can stop that from hitting you that I should know about? Okay.
I both have shields.
All right. And you get it like right to the shoulder. A bolt comes shooting directly at you. I don't know if Nyra's ever had a crossbow bolt in her arm before.
No, probably not.
um,
I'm like, she didn't get hit in the last attack.
and then he goes directly towards the soldier and shoves them back in the tent and says, "Get dressed under cover."
I love the narrative of this.
Yes.
Just trying to help, sir.
We don't all have 20-page backstories.
That one does.
We're not certain that Vael is an enemy yet, so Nyra, sorry. I feel bad.
It's fine.
I can't find what I need here. Is that 120 feet?
Mhm.
Why am I not?
Under F for fireball.
There we go. You are getting
None.
miss, followed up by
Hits.
one of these streaks of like white lightning shoot off towards you, but then it kind of splits off and splinters around you, and it's followed immediately down the line by another bolt straight to your chest.
I don't like this.
And
These guys get 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Mhm. That's why I go for the spellcasters first every time.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to hop down here and get a bit of cover.
Oh, I'm really hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, you're up next.
Yeah.
This
you got-
person is charging clanky sort of armor, I would imagine, down towards them, and this young woman, her arm extends, and it's like this long yellow whip, like magic, that just shoots out towards Raelynn.
Nice.
That is a hit.
Ooh,
That's a lot
Holy
of
shit.
damage.
Oh.
But
that
I was
a
raging.
Big roll.
Yep.
Does your rage cover psychic damage?
Oh, no. Dang it. It's partially absorbed.
Is it
That was the
bad?
temporary hit points.
Oh.
Shout outs to them.
Ooh.
These guys are a problem.
Yup.
That, however, she like brings back another one, and how do you respond to this as you just got hit with a lot of damage and kind of get staggered back?
She probably like hit her with the whip on the one side, and she just like takes it like full force sort of thing. And as she stumbles back, she kind of loses her footing a little, and just by chance ends up going the other way from the second attack.
Yeah, and then she looks at the other woman or where she was and just is like, they're coming down from the ledge. And it is Nyra's turn.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to target you anymore. Bye.
Physician, heal thyself.
Yes, please. I'm gonna. Am I still being targeted? What's that 60 feet thing?
This is classic D&D, though. You guys wiped the floor with the last encounter, and this was just one more person.
They're all going at the same time. This.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes a big difference.
I will target
But
myself.
so do we.
Target. Nope. That's not what I meant to do. Nope. Still not what I meant
How are
to
you
do.
targeting everyone?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Target enemy units. I
Yeah.
clicked the wrong button.
Just control
Target.
click on yourself. There you go.
Yeah. I like your wounds.
Nice.
Well,
There you
that's
go.
nice. There we go.
Big healing.
That's pretty good.
And mark that spell slot. And I will back up.
You gonna back up? Okay.
Yeah. I want to back up.
All right.
Because it's at a high angle, so there's a steep angle. So I figure if I go back
Yeah,
further,
you
they can't see me.
couldn't see them when you guys were kind of back in the bushes, so it's pretty reasonable that you can do that. Vael,
Yeah.
you see that magic and weapons are currently being thrown around here.
Yep, they sure are.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna come running out around the tent over to here, and even though the other spellcaster is now hiding, he's going to yell over the commotion. You might be surprised what I know about magic, as his form shifts back into his own, and he looks at this commander and the initiate. I do need you to move me because there's a range restriction on my... and from there, I'm going to bonus action innate sorcery, and then I'm going to twin some witch bolt.
Alrighty.
Check I've got the right things. Yep. And here we go.
Nice.
Nice.
I got 2 1s on one of them.
Wow.
I don't
Wow.
know how every time I use this, something goes terribly wrong.
These dice
They
are
get a
weighted.
crit.
You know this.
I did get a crit as well, but I still got an automatic miss on the other with advantage, which just sucks.
You have an inspiration. You could re-roll it.
That's true.
Re-roll that one.
Let's do that. I'll pitch my inspiration, and I'm only. Oh, it's gonna mess up my damage rolls though. Oh, here's what I'll do. I'll untarget the one I missed, which was the commander, right?
No.
You crit the commander.
You crit the
Oh, no, I crit
commander.
the commander. Okay,
Yeah.
so not. So I'll roll the damage, and then I'll do another damage roll against that one.
Nice.
Wow.
There we
Oh,
go.
that's a lot of damage.
I love Witch Bolt.
Oh, it's rolling with advantage still because I.
Which was if 8 plus a 5, which I think it's
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
you were
I'll take
targeting the initiate. A 12 hit last time, and that's
Yeah.
more. So
Got it. Yeah,
Right.
so lightning just arcs from his back down his arms and streaks off across, gripping both of them, and just a continuous arc of lightning binds him to both of them now.
yeah, she does not like that.
be a little
That
weird
was
if
the
she did.
goal.
It's just some tingles.
you see
Right.
her almost like she's trying to. It's almost like she's trying to like tangibly pull it from her chest, but she can't, and that seems to cause some confusion on her face. Like the magic didn't interact with her the way she thought it would.
Yeah.
And you still look like the woman.
No, I would drop that as I said. You'd
Oh,
be
okay.
surprised what I know about magic.
And she's like, he looks at the others like, keep your distance from each other. End of turn.
That's end of turn. Yep.
We are also pushing to 9:30 here. I how are you guys feeling? Okay. Good. Alina.
Okay, I'm
Just
going
slid
to step forward some. I'm going to look at Vael first, and I'm going to say, looks like it's working, keep going, and give you... I've got to work on my Bardic Inspirations. Look, it's session 4, it'll get better. You get Bardic Inspiration.
Nice. Thank you.
How far am I from the commander? 20 feet?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to use my current favorite. Dissonant Whispers.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
And he is going to, he's a commander now, so he is going to start hearing every time he got yelled at in like basic training, every time he like messed up as like a young initiate soldier, all of that is going to come rushing back in.
Alina's just a mean girl, and I love it.
Thank you.
You see him go like this, like clutching his head as well, and just kind of he reels a little bit forward, and it's just like he looks at in your direction, and it's just like, you witch.
Hey, Dreamy, what's the back half of that spell say?
Hold on.
Has to move away with its reaction immediately.
Yeah.
Ooh, right.
Oh, okay. Move directly away, I assume.
Yes, by
By
the
the
safest
safest
available routes.
30.
Thank you for that.
I love this spell.
Yeah, he's just like, witch! She's a witch! And it's just like backing up as far away from you as possible.
It's like such an accurate representation of what they think of the magic from the north.
What are you
Not
talking about?
technological like me. It must be witch. All right, end of turn.
Scary
End of
Galadriel
turn.
moment.
I can't get close to anyone still, so
Aw.
what I will do is I will shoot my bow at this one first.
Do it. Target that spellcaster.
You know. And we'll miss.
Oh,
And then I will run 30 feet
you still
because
have
she is
this
5 feet out of my range. No, it's okay.
Just got-
5 feet out
Double
of my
overhand,
range.
throw your sword.
Oh, you also
And-
had a. Oh no, never mind. She gave it to me now. I think she can only give it to one.
Yeah,
at a time.
yeah. She can only. It goes to you. Plus my
Oh,
turn
wait.
would have been
Oh,
over.
dang it.
No, because it's only
learning,
an
I'm
hour
learning.
and it's when we're walking by, sort of thing. So
Okay.
it would have been gone.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry, we're good. And then that'll be. Actually, it should be 10 feet from her. And
Oh, sorry.
that's good. And then because I missed her, I will use my bonus action to maintain my rage, and that will be my turn.
Alrighty. Leaf.
I
You
cast
have
punch.
a cowering soldier in front of you who just stabbed you and you didn't fall, so he's a little confused.
Oh,
You
Hmm.
missed him.
I really want to hit him.
You do have inspiration.
Not anymore, I don't.
He really wants to hit him.
Hey.
There you go. That's a good hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was that your first hit on him?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you just one punch killed him.
Yes.
He's one punch man
made Luffy.
confirmed right here.
I would like to grab the spear and just uppercut.
Yeah,
Heck
you
yeah.
do that.
Love monks
You
so
do it with
much.
such force that he falls backward onto the table, and you can just hear it split and crack in his weight. You are also like in this weird position where this overhang is like made for like regular sized people. And so you're kind of like this right now with this overhang.
Okay, so he's dead. I am going to then run 45 feet this way.
Jeez.
Oh, nice.
David,
Shouldn't
I'm
be back
not
in
doing
Terminator.
bullshit.
And I will use my bonus action to flurry of blows and take 2 punches at range as my arm kind of stretches out to punch this lady
You
from
do
15
get to
feet
go,
away.
Lee.
Luffy.
I
Praise
accidentally made Luffy.
Amazing.
I was like, wait, I have the sailor background.
Yeah, you do.
We'll get you a nice little straw hat next
Right.
time.
I love it.
Yep, a 7 is a hit on this person.
That's wild.
And
Mhm.
I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Nice.
So that's 4 more points of damage for her.
Alrighty. Which was
Number 1.
number 1? Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is supposed to see you.
You had advantage on that attack.
I
From
did?
guiding bolt.
Oh, shit. Well, I'll get
She was lit up.
my... let's see if it crit.
Crit fish, why not?
It didn't crit.
Nope.
It crit just the wrong way.
She's surprised to see you, even more surprised that you're able to punch her from that far away.
And she's going to be extra surprised that I spent a focus point to be able to do this twice.
Yep. She is dazed and kind of confused at the moment and is like, there's something wrong with these people.
I
We
would like
think we're
to...
all a bunch of hicks up here, and we just roll in with the most bizarre set of powers.
We do things our own way here.
A banjo plays in the background.
And I am trying to knock her out.
Okay. It's a lot of damage. She's a lot sturdier than you would expect.
Okay.
Very
okay.
easy to hit. She looks like very focused and determined to complete her goal, whatever it is here. However, you did kind of knock the casting out of her hand, and that pissed her off.
Oh no.
Who's on?
Okay, those were 2 really good hits. I'm happy with that.
This
Done
one
really well.
was running at Leif, and then Leif ran so fast after killing somebody that I think he's gonna switch direction.
Valid.
Fair.
Oh, is that where the commander wound up? Wow, he ran so far.
Doesn't want to really get close to any of you though, so they're gonna
Valid.
You're just bringing me so much joy.
do a ranged attack at the witch.
Don't worry, Captain. I got her.
Yep.
I don't got her.
Yeah, I don't got her. He's like shaking, like an actual witch, like shoots upwards.
That's funny because my AC is so low.
Yeah, they did not roll well. These are the little grunts, essentially. That one is.
But yes,
supposed
very
to be
much the
dead.
Galadriel, like, all shall love me in despair is absolutely the vibes I'm bringing right now.
They're getting dressed in his tent.
Still?
Oh no.
He's having to remind himself, now the bunny goes through the loop.
Doesn't want to come out without armor on.
Takes a while to
Yep.
put on.
You're
the
so mean to these
commander,
poor little
how long does
NPCs.
he have to do that?
He only
Is
has to do it with his
Warren-
reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Holy crap, you guys are scary though, so
I love it.
oops. I didn't mean to move them. Where were they?
What are they?
He's as fast as
You were-
Leif.
It's on
I
us.
said bye.
I'm trying not to move him and it's moving him. Okay.
Yeah, it makes me feel a little better watching things go weird for you too.
Vael, you have this lightning still art from you
Yes.
to him. And I feel like it makes sense that he's gonna shoot one of his crossbow bolts at you. That's a hit, maybe?
That is going to be shielded.
Okay. Yeah.
So as I'm
he's-
holding the lightning out, I just like pull a stream of it with my other hand and make a shield in front of myself.
Nice.
Ah,
That's so cool.
Yeah, damn. I don't know what he's gonna do now. I think he's going to doesn't know that
me.
Leif has gone this way. Just gonna regroup, take some cover, and
Come
it'll.
on, Leif, get him.
Get him, Leif.
Oops. As soon as she comes that way, the woman's just like, "There's one back here too," and he's just like, "Oh, great." Leif,
Yes.
you see this woman start to weave this arcane energy in her hands. And yeah, I
Hope
think
she's
that's
run
what's gonna
further away
happen.
from me.
I don't know if that applied anything.
That's fine.
It was supposed to do something though to her. It's just not. Okay. I don't know how to apply an effect to the person.
What effect are you trying to apply? Like from a spell?
Yeah, supposed
Yes.
to.
Make sure they're targeting themselves and then do the effect button.
I did. I'm clicking it. Oh, there we go. It did. I don't know. Does that even? Because so if she goes invisible to your eye, did that hide her for you guys though?
No, you'll have to
No.
hide the token. There's a little eye icon next to the token in the combat tracker.
Oh, fair enough. Cool.
Bam, gone.
All right. That's gonna be her turn, and then it's the other one who sees Raelynn still closing the distance with her. She is seeing that you're holding a weapon in your hand and is going to cast Mage Armor on herself. And there we go. You're not in melee, right?
Nope.
Okay, then she's going to move this way as you're pointing at her. Nyra.
Yes, I will move forward. I don't want to actually go down the hill. There.
You got ranged options, so
I
don't
do.
do it if you don't have to.
I'm gonna target the commander and cast Guiding Bolt.
Alright. They keep positioning themselves right at the pit for you to do that, apparently.
I will use my inspiration.
Nice.
Fair.
The dead.
Hey!
That's a hit.
Nice.
Nice. That is my turn. They're glowing. The next hit is at advantage. Leif.
He is looking very messed up. As you hit him with this light and it kind of like permeates his body and starts to emit this glow, he just like falls to one knee on the stairs that lead up to this pit. And he's just kind of like holding himself steady and looking out over the battle that is clearly being lost at the moment for him. And he's definitely calculating some things in his head right now. Vael.
Let's see if we can't put an end to those calculations, eh?
You sure do.
Yep.
Was that's the commander that died? Okay.
Yep.
Lovely.
And I'm going to throw another shocking grasp out. So yeah, Vael comes running up and just like gets in under this initiate's defenses and shocks him in the ribs, and then blasts out the last of the witch bolt on the commander, taking him down. And that's going to be my turn. After you approve my movement.
Yes.
Denied.
And... yeah, you're not allowed. Alina.
Okay, I want to step up to here. And I want to look at this initiate and go, it's your turn to meet the witch. And I want to cast Dissonant Whispers at, hold on, let me see. There's a benefit from upcasting. Yeah, it gives me an extra d6, but I don't see the option to upcast on here.
You just have to pick up an extra die from, just click the other mouse button when you're going to roll damage, and it'll add another die.
You're gonna have to walk me through that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No,
I
good.
got.
That's good.
That's
no,
good.
that's right. Sorry. I'm not used to rolling for them. I'm used to rolling for me. That's good.
So
I'm gonna figure this out eventually.
click
Okay.
and drag to pick up the damage die.
Mhm.
And then while you're holding it, click with the right mouse to add a die to it.
Oh, like that?
Yep.
And then just
And then drop it in the box. Yeah.
Okay. Did it do anything?
It didn't.
You need to drop
did
it
you throw
in
the
chat.
Yeah, it has to be the chat box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Very
that's
peculiar.
the chat box and dice tray.
Gotcha.
Nice.
That's some pretty good damage.
And then she has to back up.
No,
Oh yeah, she does.
Oh,
Ev-
poor Brittany.
Everyone.
it's Brielle all over again.
Go for the one in the tent. He's still dressing.
Yeah, you see,
That is-
he's just in there waiting for you.
You didn't see him push him in. She was on the top of the hill. when that
Raylan's like, oh,
happened.
fuck, every time.
The commander too.
Is that considered forced movement where I don't get an opportunity attack?
I don't
do.
think so. It says this must use their movement.
Yeah, it's using their reaction, so it's not force movement.
So I can go ahead and attack him before he
Yeah,
gets
I
in there?
guess that would work.
Nice.
The new way it's written.
This is a great combination.
Nice.
Oh, they're beefier than I thought, but yeah.
The initiative.
As he
Yeah,
tries
the
to
other one's
slip
still
away, I
invisible.
just shocking grasp across the
Oh
neck.
yeah, the other one is invisible.
It's invisible somewhere.
Mhm.
Don't like that. Oh, I'm done with
Um,
my turn. If you needed to.
Oh. Shit,
Yeah.
you know what?
What?
I fucked up.
What did you
Don't
pick up?
give them take 8 off their wounds. They're not actually going to use their reaction because they can't. I hit them with shocking grasp.
You
Oh.
Yeah.
They don't move. Yeah.
They don't move.
Yeah.
They don't move, so I don't get the opportunity attack.
you also shielded already too, right?
But not since his turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Because he went right
Yeah,
before Alina.
that was in the previous.
Okay.
That's a fun interaction.
But chopping grass stops the reaction, so he can't move anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the initiate needs to go back up against Vael.
Yeah, the initiate's still in my face. It
Okay.
didn't get attacked by me, so it has plenty of hit points for Brielle not Brielle, Raelynn to take it.
Well, they get the damage, but they can't. They literally are just frozen
Yeah.
where they are, even though they want to run away from Alina.
So much.
They're
Terror
scared
in
and
their
like
eyes.
shocked, just like ah.
Okay.
Yay, Raylan.
Raylan might have a
Yay.
chance here then.
I
because
can
of
do
that.
something with a weapon I'm handy with. I'm gonna run up to it.
That's the last time you're ever gonna say, "No, you go before me." We don't switch.
Fine. Just for funsies, I'm gonna give Vael temporary hit points because I can,
Cool, thanks.
even though he's perfectly healthy. And then
I'm yet to be hit in this campaign.
I know. I hate it. No, I don't hate it.
I have not been paying attention to these redeems either. I think Shanks, you should have 2 inspiration.
No, I've been keeping track. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that is the second one. Sorry, I
That is
forgot
the
about
one.
that one.
And Dreamy, you should have 1 as well.
An inspiration. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I have it marked.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm going to try and attack it. Yeah.
You have
Please use your
inspiration.
Inspiration. I want to do something.
And you're flanking, so there's a +2.
Oh, so that would be 18 to hit. Why did I unselect?
Oh,
Oh,
you're
targeting.
unselected. I see.
Ooh.
That's that would hit. There.
Okay. Then I will
And your
Uh,
AC's
unselect
15 now.
anyways, because unselect. No, it won't let me unselect. There we go.
There you go. You got it.
Okay, we got it.
I've been having to click it a few times.
So 14 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And you use
Non-lethal.
a halberd, right?
I use a halberd.
Totally lost track of where we are now. Okay. I think I just
You-
moved. I moved this wrong, is the thing.
The initiative tracker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I got rid of it somehow.
Oh no.
Okay. That was Raylan's turn, though, is running up, using your halberd at the back of this person who cannot currently
Did you apply the damage for her?
move and wants to. How much was that? Which
14.
one was that?
14. You can drag it onto their sheet if you need to.
That's number 2. Oh, nope. I didn't want to let go that quickly. Oh,
Nope.
yep. That was.
Knock them out.
So knocked out.
I just have the other one to worry about.
The invisible one who is currently now trying to evade you. I don't want to delete that because they're just unconscious. Okay. End of turn?
Yep.
Leif, it is your turn.
Right. I'm looking for footprints in the ground. I'm listening for sounds of movement. Is this person
Roll.
around?
Roll a perception check for me.
Yo.
There we go. Fixed it. It is pretty. Yeah. I'm just gonna reveal this because you will know.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. That's your first good perception check.
When it
Good
counts.
job.
The man has specific motivations.
You can
Punching
see-
people in Savorin is one of them.
You can see the imprints of the feet in the dirt, and a slight kicking up about. Let's see. About 35 feet directly west of you. They're skirting along the edge of this encampment at the moment.
And then I'll run up right there and I'll say, I was just I know where you are. I'm gonna try and attack them with. I can't target them because they're invisible, but I know I could do that with disadvantage.
You can target them in the combat tracker.
They're not in the tracker.
Oh,
You
fair
are
enough.
targeting them.
Oh, wait.
No,
I'm
he's
targeting number
the
2.
Oh, that's a
dying
2.
one.
Okay.
There
There
you
you
go.
Target the
Thanks.
dying one. Make him die more.
Oh, wait. Disadvantage. Forget about that. I didn't even look at it.
Aww.
Aw.
That's okay. Bonus action. Do it again.
Okay.
That also was not at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Didn't
Just
keep
roll
it.
another one.
Okay.
We'll take the lower.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey.
They both hit.
Oh, well, they're visible now.
Are they dying?
Yep. You are just,
Hey, y'all, we only need one unconscious. So
you're just punching air,
At a distance.
yeah. But you are feeling that your punches are connecting, and that last one, you just hear a thud as her head hits the side wall as you come in with a hook, and she just immediately is visible to you and on the ground.
gnarly.
That felt badass. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You don't want to run 65 feet first?
I mean, I can do that. Well, I used 35 feet or 30 feet of my movement, so I've only got 15 left.
All right, just checking. Oh,
Remember, I am
God.
running instead of
guy-
riding a horse when we're traveling.
True.
The other guy's gonna come out with his shoes finally on and be like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, everyone's unconscious.
Yeah, he threw his clothes on and everyone died in that time.
It takes a while to put your clothes on. He probably already bit his capsule.
Runs towards the tent, peeks their head in, I'm leaving, and runs away. Using her dash action, they're gonna go running towards the horses.
It was really nice to let him know. He didn't have to.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get out of here.
Not quite fully armored, also is running towards the
Did he come
horses.
within 5 feet of me out of the tent?
You would have had to.
I mean, not
if he's
really.
dashing.
It could come across.
He could go that way.
Okay.
He's using up all his movement.
He's heard a lot of talk about a witch, so.
Yep, there's a witch. Everyone's dying.
Yep.
My gosh, that one is unconscious. So it's up to you if you guys want to bully these two that are running away.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not letting them get away.
They're not getting away.
We don't need them to warn the other encampment.
Exactly.
That'd be so bad
Except
for
we
us.
do a job.
Move close.
You're
It's
moving.
safe to come down the hill now.
I promised Varric that we would do this quickly and quietly.
I will
Yeah, for sure.
first heal. Oh, healing word. Raelynn?
Yay.
Am I targeting you? Yes. And then
Let him
heal
die.
for 9.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I will target number 3. And not, oh, hold on. Clear targets. Target number 3. And I'll just do Toll the Dead. He's been hit, right?
Nope.
No, he
Oh.
hasn't.
Neither one of these have.
No, none of them have been hit.
I don't think he's hit or been hit. It's kind of balanced out.
Okay, well then I will do Sacred Flame because fire is more fun.
Oh.
They rolled well. Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah, you manifest this holy fire, but these two are like so dead set on running towards these horses that they're just like kind of clamoring and like half falling and then getting up again to move, and you end up not landing your hit. Vael, I see you have them targeted already.
What could
Oh,
I be
no.
up to?
What is happening?
Vael just casually makes his way towards them, and as he does so, his innate magic kind of reaches out. You can almost sense the aspect of the dragon in him as he casts command twinned on both of them. Halt! So that's going
okay.
to be a... Oh shit, they
Oh,
both
They
passed.
both succeeded.
Whoa.
Yeah. What happens then? Like nothing?
Nothing happens.
They are
Dang.
motivated.
They are
really wanna
motivated,
go.
but I am in their space now, so they're
Yeah.
gonna have to move out of my space.
Yeah, and then try to get on a horse after that.
But that's my turn, unfortunately.
Oh,
Dang.
it was really cool though.
Okay. Nice. Target him.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
I'm going to look at him and say, "You really think you can get away from us?"
you are also targeting the
Initiate.
second.
Oh, how do I untarget her?
Just need
Same way
to
you
control click
target.
again.
Click again.
Control click.
Did I do it?
I don't think so, but
Nope.
I can. There you go.
There you go. You're good.
Okay, but I'm still selecting the soldier.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on him. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, that one just
Nice.
slid across the tray.
Yeah.
Well, now you can toll the dead him.
Yay! Bigger guy.
Setting her up. Yeah, these two are just like they're both kind of like helping each other as well, like dragging each other along. Clearly there's some camaraderie between them. Raelynn.
I'm gonna move up to this guy. And
Alrighty.
then I'm going to try and hit him with my halberd. And I get a +2 to that, right?
Yes, you're flanking.
So that hits. And then I'm going to deselect. So 7 points. And then because I have a halberd.
No, you 14.
14.
Oh, 14, you're right. And then because I have a halberd, I have cleave. So I'm going to try and attack the second one because he is within 5 feet of the first one. But I don't get the +2 on that one because it's not flanked.
So the 14 I just drag over.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you just drag it on their sheet, it should.
That guy's dead for sure.
And then 24 against the second guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, clean him up. Clean him up, girl.
14.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the other
So
one.
she would have like swung her blade around, and then as she has it this way, she's
And they
gonna
just,
take
like-
the pike part of it and just stab it into the other guy's gut.
I feel like the first guy was so clean and fast that it took a second, and then he just like slid in half.
That is another way to get them to halt.
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
it didn't work?
I don't think so.
Oh,
It doesn't always.
I won't tell Alina. I guess, are they all dead?
aside from the one that you knocked out, the camp sounds quiet. Even there's nothing coming from the middle tent that none of you have checked on. Leif is at least certain there wasn't anyone in the last tent.
Yeah, we need to check the tents, but
There was a lot of running, a lot of sliding down, a lot of expending of your personal resources. Some heavy hits landed on the party. The only sound that can be heard at the moment is some chirping of crickets, and then one bark in the distance from Chinook. And since we are 35 minutes over time, I will say that we will pick up next session as you guys interrogate another one of my NPCs in probably a horrifying manner.
Indubitably.